Pal, I'm live streaming us for a second, okay? And this is probably a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Check this out.
All right, try that URL on your other computer if you want.
Oh, I look like that weirdo coworker that you
What?
look like.
What? Short bus what? Come on now. No one's saying that. Is that, are you seeing the stream?
I see the stream.
Decent quality, right?
Decent quality. 15, 20-second lag.
I was going to say it muffles the sound of somebody with a mask on, but that's just being silly. I would never say that. I mean, I guess there's no reason. Okay, it's just the two of us talking. Two of us in the stream, right? Who knows, right? What am I able to tell?
Let's see.
1 2 1 2. I just want to see one thing here on the audio.
Let's see. Okay, so there's a little chat box on the side. That's cool.
Okay, you're talking live now, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you just put in that chat. I'm gonna put in the chat.
Cool. You could pop it out. Okay. Can let's see. Oh yeah, you could block me or remove me. That's cool.
How? From where? Where are you
In
talking
the
about?
chat box, those three dots on the right hand side of it on the comment.
I'm sorry. Are you now
I'm
chatting
talking about
in
your
YouTube?
YouTube screen. Yeah.
In YouTube?
Yeah.
Manage moderator participants. What?
So on the upper right hand side, there's a top chat, little chat box there.
Yeah.
I see you. I can like, it's funny. I can actually report you or block you, which I find interesting because I'm. Oh, I guess it just blocks me from seeing that comment. I don't think it's like a host blocking.
Okay.
Let me see. I can remove my comment. Okay, I can retract it. They say.
Can I turn off comments if I wanted to?
There are those three buttons on the upper right hand corner of that chat box. I don't have that option, but then again, I'm just a participant.
I got you.
So who's here this Friday?
I could disable comments. So I just disable comments.
Let's see.
I didn't do a good job at it. Let's see. Why did that just happen?
Some messages are just.
Under defaults. Oh wait, disable comments. I didn't save it, I think. Okay, now it's saved. Now let's look. There we go.
We're live on YouTube?
Ask and you shall receive. We're working on it. If you want to see what it looks like, you could pull that. Whoops, 1 second here. Did you come in as a participant? Did you come as a? It came in as a panelist. So you should see the link to it in the chat, Craig.
Yeah, I just clicked on it.
Okay.
Live on YouTube? Look at us.
Get at it. Right timing, huh? You shall receive. If you want, you could turn the volume off from the chat and still have it playing, but not have a whole bunch of talking on there if you wanted.
Seems like it's
Still working on it. If you want to see what it looks like.
seems like there's a small delay.
Oh, it's about a 20-second delay, give or take, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm a little surprised about is I'm not seeing. Oh, there you are. Okay. I see all three of us. I was behind in my viewing. So this is tied into my personal YouTube account. Why are you smiling or laughing at me?
Me?
No, actually that was Graham, but that was 20 seconds ago, so who knows? Okay. Val, can you just share something? Maybe the video for a second?
Sure. Let me.
Well, I just want to finish this little bit of a test here.
Okay, let me cue that up.
Yeah, this happens to be a video that Dr. Strouder plans to show.
The power of One Health is looking at the world, not just looking at humans, but looking at all life on the
So this should, we already tested this, looks good in
challenges
in
facing
PowerPoint, now PowerPoint, in Zoom. Now I'm curious of how that looks and sounds on the Zoom call, on the YouTube.
So there's this incredible overlap between human health and
Did you want me to keep checking YouTube?
I just did. It's
okay.
Agriculture is the foundation of civilization.
Do me a favor, about stop the video for 1 second.
I guess I'll turn the volume down on YouTube and then I can watch.
No, I'm gonna turn that back up. So, yeah.
Do you want me to stop sharing also? Let me see here. How was that, Brad? I stopped sharing the video.
So I was babbling over it, but I think I could hear it okay. Graham, did you notice? Are you testing it too, or?
I don't have the audio on YouTube. Should I don't know how to balance the audio from both feeds here.
I got you. I'll tell you what, pal. Let's run it again.
Okay.
And for 10 seconds, I'll do what's something that my wife has often asked me to do, is shut the F up. So just run it for 10 seconds. We'll all mute for a second and then stop sharing that. And then we can look at it on YouTube if that's okay.
Okay, so we're muting in Zoom and then going to YouTube.
Yeah, just muting for like 10 seconds.
Is the foundation for all of life. And if we destroy our environment, we destroy our lives. You know, that's the bottom line.
One Health is the new norm.
Okay, I'm jumping in intentionally. Val, make the volume a little bit higher for a second. I'm muting again.
Not doing so well at controlling their disease organisms and the vectors of those disease organisms anymore. We're seeing.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. And pause the.
In some cases, we just should not be seeing. Protecting animals.
And then we should be able to go back to the YouTube part. All right, for me, that sounded really good, especially once you increase the volume. I just wanted to make sure if we were to do this, just to confirm that the audio that's embedded inside of a media transfers over well, and it does.
Or was that, Brad? I stopped sharing the video.
Okay, I'll go ahead and post that. So I was babbling over it, but I think I could hear it okay. Graham, did you notice? Are you testing it too, or?
I don't have the audio on YouTube. Should I don't know how to balance the audio from both.
Graham, if you wanted to, you could mute the audio in YouTube if you want, or unless you're still listening, either way.
I feel like I'm an insane person. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You're fine. Here's the thing. We're listening to multiple things at one time. It certainly gets confusing, and Bow's in 22-degree temperature weather over there. Feel free to throw that hat on back. So YouTube works and works well. There's about a 20-second delay.
You check the audio and okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all I was saying to you before is if you wanted to, you're actually able to mute the speakers inside of YouTube so that YouTube sounds doesn't come out, because we're doing two different things, plus a leaf blower in my left ear. Okay.
I trust you guys that it sounded and looked good. I mean, I went over to YouTube, but I didn't do the right audio thing.
Yeah, I don't know that we need it or want to do it, but
No,
I know you requested it.
I think it's a good thing to offer up for day of. I like the option of having it there.
Okay, so right now, I unofficially have done this from my University of Maryland YouTube channel, because in 5 months, in 5 months I turned in 5 months I turned 60, and I'm way too old to have YouTube channels. I don't even know if that's what they're called. Is Andrew going to be coming on to this call or no?
I hadn't invited him. I can though. Let me see if he's available.
Well, if we wanted to do this, and I'm assuming there is an AGNR.
There is.
And I don't know how that's set up or how that's not set up. I don't know if I could be added, or if someone provides me with that login. So I'm just saying it would make more sense if we were to do this, that it's part of that, and then hopefully that video sits in there nicely and so on. And when you're marketing it, you're not marketing it to Brad's Medical Cannabis Poker Theory channel, but it's the more official, more interesting one.
All it would take is for us to give you the login.
Okay. So when you get a chance, we don't need to bring them in right now, but when you get a chance, let's do that, and that way I could test from that environment.
Okay.
Because I'm not smart enough or do this enough. Like, I thought I could turn off the chat, and I've majorly failed. Like, there's a chat you can see inside of the YouTube. I'm not saying that we'd want to turn off the chat, but where I thought I had an option to do that, I've tried a couple of times, and it wasn't. So again, I don't know necessarily that we want to do that, but want to keep an eye on some of those features, perhaps.
Yeah, I think it's something that Andrew can just monitor on his end if we do get any questions in YouTube. But I'm trying to remember if there's even a chat function in YouTube.
Oh, there is. Yeah, Bao. If you go back to that page, Bao and I threw chats in there.
Yeah, this was I think for the streaming portion of YouTube.
Yeah.
Upper right hand corner.
Right hand. Okay. Yeah, I can just have Andrew be monitoring that.
Yeah, remember there's a little bit of a more open nature to it, and John Smith, who's an unhappy 4-H parent, could use this for weird sort of things.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean,
But-
what do you guys think? Should we even mess with it this time around? I just don't want to overcomplicate it if we don't have to.
Well, I mean, so we're having a fun dance, right? 6 to 8 weeks ago, I presented this. I didn't get much love about it, though you had mentioned a potential desire. No one from the group did. And then yesterday or 2 days ago, you said, hey, that would be cool if we could do it. I actually said we probably can't just because that's my risk aversion nature of it. And then, of course, because I have to, Val and I gave it a shot. It worked like a champ, nice and easy. One of the reasons is that I was able to set up with Zoom in the past the ability for me to do this YouTube part. So because I could do it easily to my thing, we have it available. If we go back, and I haven't had a chance to take a look, I believe you sent me the report, which I'm pulling up now. Where are we at? I mean, my biggest fear was, so we're under 400. I'm looking at like 360 or something like that. So,
I get to 450.
yeah, 450?
No, my guess is we'll get to 450.
Oh, okay. You're getting 1 6-pack of beer, not 2.
Yeah.
Because at 900, you'll get, okay, all right. What I saw, which was a nice feature, I thought was pretty cool. I'll share the screen to show this to you. Hold on 1 second here. What's pretty cool here is that if I was to select one of these, I'm not seeing it at the moment, but we saw it before, we could actually even send out something that when it gets closer to, if it reached the maximum, you know, as it get to 1,000 people who are registered, and I have to still find that, but it could send out a message to that 1,001 person to basically say, well, our Zoom webinar is full, but you could access the stream at blank. So I don't know. You know, my fears was it messing up something. Because we were able to play it, I could just see it's a fairly simple connection, and you know, you do see the message in the upper left-hand corner, I believe. I believe participants would see that. In fact, you could actually get the link from there too. So, good thought. It's.
So this link would work too if we put it on Facebook or Instagram. In lieu of, like, people could link right to YouTube. This link doesn't only work internally with it. This is a YouTube generated link that we can send externally to.
Exactly, and probably you'd probably want to take advantage of the go.umd.edu to make it into potentially a more digestible link.
Okay.
But again, I don't know like why or how you'd want to then per se advertise it. So, you know, between now and then, you have a couple of choices. You could be advertising the Zoom link to access the Zoom meeting. If for some reason you chose to, you could now, I guess, advertise the YouTube stream. I'll be honest with you, I don't exactly know. I'm assuming we'd have to do some checking. Does that URL remain the same? That's an interesting thought.
I honestly don't really see any difference between this and just sending people the Zoom link.
Thank you. Okay, that's cool. I don't want to be the guy making that decision. I wanted to show you
unless we get above 1,000, in which case we can reevaluate, and then
Exactly.
we have this option at our disposal.
Exactly.
Okay, so why don't we pause on it until we